Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CNC for TDM. Today we are going to discuss about identification of axis in CNC machines. So there are three basic axes X, Y and Z, vertical axis uh, these are at 90 degree to each other, the three axes. Here if you see, this vertical axis is Y axis and one is X axis, this is horizontal axis X and this is horizontal axis Z. So these are three rectangular axes. Apart from this, there are three rotary axes also. You see here, rotary axis which are rotating about X, Y, Z. These are A, B, C three axes. So here A axis which is rotating about X axis. This is a rotary axis A, rotating about X axis, and rotary axis B, it is rotating about Y axis, and third axis is C, which is rotating about Z axis. So these are rotary axes. Apart from that one more parallel set of axes is there, which is U, V, W. These three axes are parallel to these axes. If they any travel parallel to X, Y, Z, so that will be U, V, W. U axis, it is parallel to X. If there is any motion parallel to X, that will be U axis. Parallel to Y, that will be V axis, and parallel to Z, that will be W axis. So if you see here in this figure, you just see this figure. In this figure only three axes are there: X axis, Y axis and Z axis. No rotary axis and no any other parallel axis. So this is a simple axis, three axis machine with X, Y and Z. So if you see here in this machine, here there are four axes: X, Y, Z and B. If you see, this Z axis is horizontal axis, X is also horizontal, and vertical axis is Y. And one thing is there, rotary table is there. So this rotary table, it is perpendicular to Y, or you can say it rotates about Y. So this will be called axis B, because it is rotating about Y axis. So this is B axis. So there are four axes in this machine: X, Y, Z and B. Similarly, if you come to this machine, here also there are four axes: X, Y, Z and C. So this is horizontal axis 1, Z and X, these are two horizontal, Y is vertical axis here, and C, a rotary axis is there. Why it is C? Because it rotates about Z axis, rotates about the horizontal axis, or you can say it is it is at a 90 degree to the Z axis. So this axis is C. So these are four axes. And next, if you come to this machine, in this machine, if you see here, there are five axes. Five axes means X, Y, Z and C and B. These are five axes. So X, Y, these are two horizontal axis, Y direction, this is X direction, and vertical axis, it is Z direction, vertical. Okay. If you see here, this rotary table, this is C axis. Here this rotary table, why it is C? Because this is perpendicular to Z, or it rotates about Z axis, so this is C axis. And here if you see, this spindle is rotating, this is B axis. Why it is B? Because it is rotating along Y axis. This, it is rotating along this Y axis, so it is B. So this way there are five axes in this machine. Okay. Next, if you see in this example, here there are three axes in this machine: X, Z, and W. Why three axes are there? One is X. This tool post, it is X axis. This motion is X axis, and this is Z axis. This travel of the tool here will be in Z axis like this, and third axis is W. Why it is W? Because this third this travel of tail stroke motion is there, extra motion this way. So this another axis is W. So in Z axis there are two motions. One is our turret is moving in Z axis, and second this tail stroke is moving. So these two axes are there. One is Z, other is W. So this way there are total three axes: X, Z, and W. Okay. Next, if you see in this machine there are five axes: X, Y, Z, B, and W. So here this horizontal X and Y, this table is X axis and Y axis, and vertical travel is in Z axis. Okay. So one more travel is there. So in the spindle, this tool is coming out inside and outside. It is coming like this. So this travel will be, because it is parallel to Z, so this will be W axis. It is parallel to Z, so this is W axis. And here we can rotate this spindle like this, and this is rotating about which axis? This is rotating about Y axis. It is rotating about Y axis. Because it is rotating about Y axis, so it is B axis. So here X, Y, Z, B, and W. These are five axes. Okay. And one more example is there. If you see in this example, it is also a 5-axis CNC machine. For 5 axes are X, Y, Z, A, B. X, Y, Z, these are three rectangular axes. Here if you see horizontal axis, X axis is horizontal, Z is also horizontal, and vertical is Y. Vertical is Y axis, and this is a rotary table. So here it is written B axis. Why it is B? Because it is perpendicular to Y, or you can say it is rotating about Y. Because it is rotating about Y, so this axis is B axis. Okay, and one more axis is there, A. What is this A? Why it is A? Because this spindle is rotating about X axis. Rotating about X axis, so this axis is A. So this way there are 4 axes: X, Y, Z, A, and B. So I think this may be clear to you, axis identification in machines. So thank you for watching. We will meet you in next video. Okay, thank you.